Shalom. Welcome to this week's Sedra. It's exciting. It's the beginning of the Torah for Sedra Bereshit. I recently read an article entitled "The Social Media Telephone Game" by Paul Castian, an expert on social media marketing. Mr. Castian bemoaned the broken telephone that occurs as tweets, Facebook status updates, and among instant messages. He lays blame on our internal filters for the promulgation of incorrect information. We rarely verify things we read. We simply accept or exclude information based on a reliance or disqualification of the speaker, tweeter, or messenger. Castian ends his article urging us to return to the days when we would actually check our facts. Reliance on incorrect information can be dangerous to others and to ourselves. In this Dvar Torah, I'll use Enosh, a minor character from this week's Sedra, and his story is told by the Rabbi to show the most grievous example of false information damaging man. Enosh began the idea that eventually led to idolatry. I hope this Dvar Torah allows the viewer to recognize the imperative of fact-checking before accepting what they've just read. The Rambam writes, during the times of Enosh, mankind made a great mistake, and the wise men of that generation gave thoughtless counsel. Enosh himself was one of those who erred. Their mistake was as follows. They said God created stars and spheres with which to control the world. He placed them on high and treated them with honor, making them servants who minister before him. Accordingly, it is fitting to praise and glorify them and to treat them with honor. They perceive this to be the will of God. Blessed be He, that they magnify and honor those whom He magnified and honored, just as a king desires that the servants who stand before him be honored. Indeed, doing so is an expression of honor to the king. After conceiving of this incorrect notion, they began to construct temples to the stars and offer sacrifices to them. After many years passed, there arose people, false prophets, who told their nations that God had commanded them to say, serve this star or that star, sacrifice to it, offer libations to it, build a temple to it, and make an image of it so that all the people, including women, children, and the common people, could bow to it. Subsequently, other deceivers arose and declared that a specific star, sphere, or angel had spoken to them and commanded them, serve me in this manner. He would then relate a mode of service, telling them, do this and do not do this. Thus, these practices spread throughout the world. People would serve images with strange practices, one more distorted than the next, offer sacrifices to them, and bow to them. As the years passed, God's glorious and awesome name was forgotten by the entire population of the world. Like Castian's issue with the broken telephone that is bound to happen with social networking, correct notions of God can also get garbled. This all began in our Sedra with Enosh and his generation. We're so used to hearing notions designed for children, ideas assimilated into mainstream Judaism from other religions, and ignorance masked as wisdom, that we relate to God in strange ways. This Sedra focuses on God and man relating to each other for the first time. Let's ensure that we relate to God in a proper manner as well. Shabbat Shalom.